Hello, everyone.
Good morning, everybody.
It is I, Gina Louisa,
And Buddy.
for today's Daily
Alchemy.
It is the 13th today of August of 2022. We're in the full moon energies. And this full moon is really showing us, people say, well, challenge us, but it's kind of a challenge to step into your real authenticity. That's really the energies I feel. So it's awesome. Let's get on with the shuffling up the deck. Let's see what's on the bottom. Oh, wow. I'm backwards with it, right?
Gotta turn that
I
around.
got it backwards. Let's turn it around. Yep.
There we go.
There we go. Ooh, wow.
And we have, the Queen of Pentacles.
Queen of Pentacles. And on the top. Oh, wow.
The Page of Swords.
Like the Queen of Pentacles. She's like no nonsense. And the Page of Swords is youthful energy, like a new breath of life, in that steadfastness. Like I said, that's how the energy I feel right now, and it's coming from the universe. So go ahead, read about it.
Oh, yes. Okay, Page of Swords. Child or a young person. An air element. Quick-minded, cool, and deep. Takes everything in but doesn't speak unnecessarily. Sometimes secretive and analytical. Tends to make logical decisions. Appears quite solemn even when happy. Can appear insensitive to others. Injustice on any level upsets them as they stick to the rules and can't understand others who don't. Represents delayed news or disappointing news. It can show minor problems with or for a child, e.g. rather a child's behavior. Depending on the surrounding cards, it may represent someone causing minor problems with petty gossip. Ooh, sounds sort of like
very like
someone
what's going
I know
on
in the
politics.
political arena.
Yes, very much so.
Oh, yes. The Queen of Pentacles. This queen is usually materially secure. By nature, she tends to be warm, generous, practical, money conscious, and often successful at anything she undertakes. She is not afraid to work hard and would work methodically and tirelessly in order to succeed. As a result, she lives quite comfortably. A good businesswoman in her own right, she can also be found at the top of organizations. She works solidly and recognizes like virtues in other people. She makes good business decisions and is practically minded. Note the peacock in this card. Peacocks are usually regarded as a symbol of prosperity. Wow.
So, these are like the two sides of America's coin right now, right? We know America to be that peacock of prosperity and, God's honest truth right now. And now it's being like, dragged through this political awfulness because we're, an occupied country right now. And so we're really getting to see the two sides of that coin very vividly right now.
Wow.
Yeah. We have a jumper.
We have one there. We'll call that one the top card. And that would be, the Page of Cups.
The Page of Cups. Another youthful energy. Another, you know, well, we're not gonna take it. Oh, yeah, like that movie Tommy. Very much like it.
On the bottom, we have the Queen of Cups.
Wow, wow. Cups, so emotional. We are, America is like, right? So taking the reins of our own truths, of our own emotions, realizing that that's really what needs to be done here.
Okay, we have the Page of Cups. Again, that's a child or a young person. Kind, thoughtful, gentle, creative, artistic, generally well behaved, and polite. Very good. Sensitive to others, but can also be slightly oversensitive to criticism or the harsh realities of life. Usually well liked by others, but may have difficulty socially at school due to their sensitive nature and other children's thoughtless words or actions.
Okay, which is, the Democratic Party seems to be putting that sort of energy, like
into
we grew up with sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me, and names do kind of hurt, but they don't hurt you in the way where you're maimed for life. They hurt you in a way where you overcome. See what I'm saying? If somebody says to you, oh no, you're awkward, or I'll never do that. People I've noticed, you usually tend to, oh yeah, well, I'll show you,
Exactly.
Right. It seems to be the youthful energy of it. You can't be a cream puff, and expect to be a good solid foundation. If you ever stood on a cream puff, that's
down it goes. All right, the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is kind, gentle, sensitive, and thoughtful, charming, socially polite, creative, and artistic. Sometimes she can appear switched off from the outside world as she is quite in tune with her inner world. She prefers one-on-one friends or conversations rather than large groups, usually quite feminine and empathetic by nature. She can sometimes be melancholy or prone to shifting moods. In the card, note her detached and distant expression. Well, the Queen of Cups likes things to be aesthetically pleasing. Her home and her clothes and accessories all carry small, little fancy details that set them apart. However understated, you will find telltale signs of this everywhere you look. Let's see. Her home is a place that reflects this sense of harmony. The Queen of Cups is the one who notices when someone doesn't appear quite themselves, as she's very sensitive to others' feelings. She would not force herself upon others, tending to be somewhat restrained in her nature. But if a good friend needs a good word, she is there to give it. Let's see.
So the America, really, it's such an
It's
American.
that time.
When I said that, it was like me noticing that poor little kid with the disheveled hair and her sad look yesterday, the Biden child going up the stairs. But America is that. We are the heart and soul that looks, watches, and cares and does something about it.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And we get a lot of pages because I believe that we're starting to feel invigorated. And invigoration is our youthful energy, where the truth in God is invigorating us to take action.
There we go. The Jack of Clubs. Excuse me, Jack of Clubs.
The Jack of Clubs. Very much, see? That youthful energy, new ideas. Hey, this is a new idea. Like,
And the King of Clubs.
Oh,
Boy.
wow. This is a new idea that has to be your new self, your new self-identity. Because the king, you're the king, okay? There's no two ways about it. You are the king. You rule your life. You rule your home. You even out in the world, you have to do your dealings for the greater good of yourself, your family, and your own kingdom. Okay, so the king of clubs is the one who says, you know what? I know truth, and you are not going to sway me on what I know. Because the clubs is all about what you know, your own true magic, your strength is in the knowing. Not in the believing. Well, I believe something is so. No, you know it's so. That makes you the king.
Well,
Yeah. Okay, and we have that Jack. Also, okay, that yes, I'm the king and I know it's so. And I also have fresh new ideas on how to make it implement. Okay, the fresh new ideas on how to convey the truth. You know, let the truth be. You know, you've got the Jack and the King of the Clubs. It's all about the magic and the ideas. That ideas are magic. They're the truth. Truth is the magic.
All right. On the top we have, well, it's that Jack of Clubs.
Wow! Wow! We almost you shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and shuffle the whole time I'm yakking, right?
And the Four of Diamonds.
Wow! Wow! Okay. So implemented in this new idea, this new fresh wave of energy, is that we are prosperous. Okay. The Four of Diamonds is having all four corners fixed. There you are, fixed and open to receive all of the abundance, all of the magic, all of the flow. Wow. Okay.
America certainly has all of the resources, and with proper management and somebody in charge at the top that knows what they're doing,
exactly,
hopefully things will be prosperous.
And it's not even a question of knows what they're doing, because they know what they're doing.
They do know
the evil people know what they're doing. It's a question of
doing the right
when
thing.
America follows the rule of law and not about some stupid popularity contest, you know. When America's laws, we have good American laws, they do reflect God's morals. When we go through them with a fine-tooth comb, even those ones that, because there are laws in place about finances that let people hide under rugs and do slimy things just because it's legal. No, legal has to become moral and right and just. Those are the few little tweaks we need to do. That's what this is about. Okay? That we are the youth. It is we who are the foundation, the four corners. We are open and we are ready to receive that which is right and just and walk that path of right and justness. Yeah. Shuffle my. It's always so hard when we pick one because they get stuck inside each other because they're folded paper. That's what you see when we try to pull one. Is this the top one? You don't know. That's the top one. Because I'll try to be better about that. Okay, here's the bottom one. I'll hold it up like this. Oh, yeah, we have cultured elegance, I like to call this one. Yeah, the cultured elegance of nature. That's just a beautiful dried leaf, little dried seed pod sort of thing that made me feel so whimsical and artsy. Saying, isn't God such a God and Mother Nature
wonderful
together?
Thing.
Ah, right. Such splendor, wondrous things. Splendorous, wondrous things. Okay. And at the top. Oh, and here we go. Exactly. Something else. It's splendorous, wondrous, and beautiful. God. just the simple Norman Rockwell scenery of a family. This is something that needs to be preserved. See, America has been under an evil regime that wants to undo this. See this?
Break up the
The
families.
family. The family is the sacred thing as far as I'm concerned. Mommy and daddy and children. Yeah, they say, okay. They look to each other. Yes, they're strong in love. Yeah, and that's what that's about. Absolutely, that is America. The family unit. It's not about money. Do you see that? In that card, they didn't have money, but they had each other.
Right on the top, we have
The same card.
the same card, and I did shuffle. No question about
And for me, it was on the bottom, right? Oh my God! The simple, wonderful things of life that it just
So
remind you.
wonderful.
Oh God, it's just so beautiful.
And on the bottom we have
Oh, the journey. The journey of your straight from the height, that pang that pulls you along your journey, the things you see along your journey. See the wing up, so it's going this way, the wing going up as I drove by, the journey, the tears I shed. This is a journey across America, really. And it is that long journey. And it's about your family. It really is. It's about, anything I've ever done was because of,
all the generations.
right, exactly. When I was young, I just wanted to have those kids
and
so that there would be two people on this earth that were never lied to not by me anyway. You know what I'm saying? That the truth would be at least these two people. Okay, and I have two sons.
there we go.
And now I got grandkids, and that's what it's about. It really is. No matter what that journey has taken me to, it's been all about the truth between myself, my children, and my grandchildren, and all of you.
How great that is. All right. Time for daily words.
The daily word, my God, yesterday was so funny. They were all so I just, this is, I tell you, this is a very entertaining, my Lord God. Oh, it wants to be the very last page we'll put here. What is that?
Okay. We're in biographical credits, and you picked, let's see, William McKinley, who was a former president.
He really was.
I'd have to actually look it up to see just
see
which
what he
years
stood for.
were. Exactly.
Okay, so this is right. The word I picked was like at the very end of everything. It is about this presidential thing. Yeah. Standing for something and putting your vote into what you believe. McKinney,
Let's see. Provision.
Provision.
The act of supplying or fitting out something that is provided. Preparatory action or measure. Provisions. A stock of necessary supplies, especially food. A stipulation or qualification. A clause in a document or agreement to supply with provisions.
Yeah, like did the FBI provide
any
the
sort
right
of documentation?
Yes, exactly. The
search
was
warrants.
Was it legal what they did?
Probable cause.
Probable cause. Nothing that the Dems have done. I was gonna say over the past few years, but if you look at their track record throughout since they began, they have never done anything really in the legal way. It's always been under this way and around that way and sneaky and payoff and And America isn't about that, okay? And right now, for the rest of the world looking at America, we are the evil ones. Oh my God, we have transgender in
Confusion
schools, and we're pushing, and we're injecting our children with all kinds of poisons, that'll fuck them up forever. That's
not a good
we are
idea.
allowing evil. We're allowing money and to rule over heart and morals.
And I think you might want to make sure that you have your pantry well stocked and make sure that you have some provisions put away for the
Yes,
hard times.
because understand the way evil works. Right? That's what that was reminding me when you said that, provisions. Reminding you perhaps
Yeah.
that provide for yourself. Make sure, don't trust, okay, that the government's always going to be taking care of you. Because as you can see, it doesn't. It takes care
Be
of,
prepared.
yeah, be prepared. Cover your own butt, basically, huh?
Good idea.
Wow. And if you see the turmoil America is going through, it lets you know vividly we're in the Armageddon while we're watching it all unfold, right?
Right in
All
front of
the
us.
Yeah, exactly. The evil people trying to say, "Oh, yes, we're the good people." I mean, you can see how stupid that is.
No,
I
they're
mean,
not.
oh my God! And God has a simple way, okay, of working through the hearts and souls and minds of people, where we just, you know what? I don't care what anybody else says. I'm a good person. I'm going to love my neighbor. I say good morning. I don't care what color you are, if you got feathers or fur, what color your face is. I don't care anything. I'm a good morning,
Person.
and you get that back from everybody. Smiling, twinkling eyes, and that's what America is about. I like to see families working hard, and that's what this is about. We're going to start toiling the earth again, because the earth always provides.
That's
When
for
you
sure.
toil the earth provides. When you toil for a coin, all you get is more toil. And this is Gina Louisa
And Buddy,
with today's
Daily
Daily
Alchemy.
Alchemy.